Welcome back to Business Bootcamp's Lightning Launch Episode 3, Branding as Your Foundation for Success. I'm Claudia from Boeselager.
And I'm Giselle Achecar. Last week, you learned all about the entrepreneur mindset. Did you uncover any limiting beliefs? Did you kick should to the curb? Did you start catching yourself saying have to and replace it with get to? We hope so, because that's really important for you to start reframing your language.
And don't forget to subscribe to the channel because you don't want to miss a single episode. So Giselle, can you tell people why branding is the foundation for your success?
Yes, in a word, why. You need your why before you can implement the how. I'll lock this in with a quote from Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon. Your brand is what people say about you when you're not in the room. That is a powerful, very basic statement. It means that you left behind an experience, an emotion, something that has caused someone else to talk about your brand when you're not there. It's the experience you create with your products or your services or the message, the visuals that you provide, etc. We look at branding before we set up a business because brand is the name of your business. It's your domain URL. It's your colors. It's everything that is the foundational underpinning of who you are, who you serve, why you serve them, and where you serve them.
And I think one really important point that we need to make here is why it's so important to look at branding before setting up your business.
Well, for that reason, right? Because you need to understand your purpose, your mission, vision, and values, all of those things that make your business what it is. And attractive to the people that you want as your ideal clients, you create from the outset, from the very, very get-go. A great example of branding, which should bring it down to just like its essential thing, like one word, is what happened with Eco Rico, right? Eco Rico I launched as an eco lifestyle brand, con sabor. No one had a clue what eco lifestyle was. And when I launched thinking I was going to change the world instantaneously, I got crickets. And that was painful. But what I did was I put out all these videos, these cooking videos, and I realized that what people wanted was healthy food recipes. So I changed my messaging to Eco Rico, healthy food and lifestyle con sabor. Within 6 months, I had 1 million organic followers. I was the biggest food brand on Google Plus at the time. It was just one little phrase that changed. So don't get bogged down by branding and all the big things that you hear about it. We're going to give you the elements for you to start building that foundation. Also, critically, you are your brand, which is really important to understand. Nobody knows your business like you.
I think that's such an important point, Giselle, because also for me, and I mean, if you run your own company and you have to show up online, you show up for your audience, people don't buy a company, they buy you, your personality and who you are. And you need to transmit that personality, your strengths, but also your weaknesses. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to be human. People buy into that as well. And so when I started showing up for my audience as well, and trust me, it was difficult, definitely out of my comfort zone. I'm much rather behind the scenes. But when I started showing up as well, it just showed a completely different level of traction, of interest and loyalty in the community as a peak performance coach and in everything that I do.
Yes, because the first thing you're doing is building trust. Mm-hmm. That's why your messaging and positioning is so important. Let's go ahead and dive into, how you build a brand foundation. We talked in episode 1 that the difference between a business and a brand is heart. And if a brand is all about experience and the emotional engagement between you and your clients, then how do you do that, right? Well, the first thing is you've got to understand your why. Why does your brand exist? It's called brand purpose. Now, just a little caveat here, right? thousands of books have been written about branding. We're condensing it into 5 minutes. So just know, very high level, right? So your brand purpose is your why. How do you figure that out? Well, you think about and craft and draft your mission, vision, and values. Mission. What do you want to achieve and why? It doesn't have to be a big thing. It can be 2 words. TED Talks, which we all know and love, their mission is spread ideas. That's it. Encapsulates the entire brand right there. 2 words. Your vision, what your brand aspires to be and what it hopes to achieve through its mission. Sometimes they can be the same. TED Talk is spread ideas. That is both their mission and their vision. Apple's vision, which is different from its mission, is to make the best products on earth and leave the world a better place than we found it. That's what they do, right? I mean, hello, iPhone. Your values are those underlying philosophies that guide all stakeholders. I say stakeholders because your values influence your employees, the culture that you create inside your business, your ideal clients, any other stakeholders, strategic partners, etc. It's everything, right? Mine are integrity, value, fun, inspiration. Everything I do is about that, right? I'm vibrant, can't help myself. So I like being fun. I love to inspire people. That's my mission on the planet. I provide value and I want to have integrity, same as you. So reflect on your why and your mission, vision, and values to determine your purpose. All of that is going to go into your value proposition. What is your value proposition, Giselle? I've heard about this, but all these words are driving me crazy and I'm starting to spin out. Don't spin out. There's a simple equation. I help X do Y by doing Z. Very simple. Think about your value proposition in that way. I help X, your ideal client, whom you are going to define in the next episode, do Y, the pain point you solve, right? That is your problem and the solution you provide to your ideal client by doing Z. Now, Claudia, what is Z?
The Z is the benefits that you provide to your client. And it's so important, right?
Yeah. Why are those important? Why?
Well, if you think about it, those are the things that make you really unique. Why are you doing what you're doing and why are you doing it differently as well? So it's so important to be able to clearly formulate that. And a way that you can formulate it as well is by having what we call an elevator pitch, or what is known as an elevator pitch. And your value proposition is like the version 1 of your elevator pitch. It's going to be building the foundation of your messaging as well. And why do you need an elevator pitch? It allows you to formulate clearly what you want to do and build your business and messaging from there as well. And if you think about an elevator pitch, well, where does this bizarre name come from, those unfamiliar? Can you imagine standing in maybe New York City in a nice tall building, and you've got about 10 seconds. If you press the button and you see the person standing in front of you is your ideal client, you want to be able to, in those few minutes or a few seconds rather that you have to get up to the 10th floor in the elevator, to be able to pitch them about why what you're doing is the best thing for them possible and win a new client. So hence the idea of an elevator pitch.
Yes, critically important. Your value proposition is your V1 of your elevator pitch. It tells the world who you are, who you serve, how you serve them, and why you serve them. So the other point I want to really stress here, the benefits are absolutely critical to understand because they differentiate you in the marketplace. And some people may say that branding is all about differentiation. And I would say, yes, yes, yes.
So that's why we want to make it your success work for this week, is to really write down your value proposition equation. So get your pen and pencil ready, or ready to type. It's I help X, and X being your ideal client. So I help X do Y, Y being the pain point that you are solving, by doing Z. And Z is the benefits that you provide as well. And as Giselle just explain there, the importance of knowing the benefits that you provide as well. So I help X do Y by doing Z. Really take time to sit and write this down and have a think through. You will have different iterations over time, but the quicker you are to hone in on what your elevator pitch is, you can start really building your business from there.
Short recap. You got your brand purpose. You got your mission, vision, values. You've got your value proposition. You have a brand foundation. Next week, you're going to really hone in on who your ideal client is. So you don't want to miss that. Drops in 1 week.
Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share with all the family, friends, loved ones, colleagues that could do with hearing this as well. And if you want to reach out to us, just leave a comment below. We'd love to hear your feedback, what you found most insightful. And if you want to work together with us, the email address is below in the show notes. Thanks so much and have a great week. Bye-bye.
Bye.